Chapter 42 of Baki Rahen has officially released, and Hanayama has thrown the first punch. But before I start today's video, if you would like to interact with me, my community, show off your art, drop some memes, talk in general, or maybe even self-promote, then you can join the Discord that can be found in the description box below. But anyway, in the last chapter of Baki Rahen, Yujiro Hanma continued to have a conversation with Jack Hanma as they walked around the town, leaving Jack's apartment. Chapter 42 of Baki Rahen, titled Chance Meeting, with the cover of today's chapter being Jack Hanma seemingly not looking amazed at whatever he was looking at, and Jack is back in his apartment, in which Jack is feeling and analyzing his wounds that Pickle had given him during their bout, which seem to have completely healed as scar tissue has formed in the spots where Jack's open wounds were bleeding. And as Jack was staring at his scars in the mirror, he said, I had to more than double my amino acid intake, and it even took a lot of different vitamins, but it had worked. All my wounds are now closed up, meaning Jack is now ready for war. And also, Jack apparently has the ability to treat vitamins as if there were some form of senzu bean. And we are now far away from Jack Hanma's apartment, with Jack walking through the city, with Jack's outfit consisting of a floral hat to match his floral t-shirt. I am ready for this whenever. I could even go tonight. With Jack referring to his fight with Hanayama, as the residents then began to freeze as Jack walked throughout the town, and Jack was then shocked by something. It was one of Hanayama's associates standing in the middle of the street in Jack's way. Feeling better? Once again, I, Izaki Kyuichiro, am the head subordinate of the Hanayama Group's second chairman. As Kizaki bowed down while Jack was staring down at Kizaki, looking extremely surprised to see him. As Jack then began to remember who Kizaki was. Oh, the liver guy. Kizaki responded, oh, no. I merely delivered that meal. It was truly wonderful. I am glad to hear that. But I must ask Jack, have you recovered from your injuries? Jack Hanma then began to smile before saying to Kizaki with the coldest look on his face, I could go right now, Kizaki. We are then brought to Kizaki sitting in a car, with Jack Hanma sitting next to him. Excellent. Now then, Jack, would you care to accompany me? As the Mercedes that they were riding in was then shown, Jack was shown somehow fitting in the car, with his head grazing the roof of the car the entire ride. I had asked you to get into a car with me, and you had immediately accepted that offer. That certainly takes quite a strong will. He said that once I recovered. That is right, Jack. He has been counting the days until you recovered. He just could not wait to get started, huh? If you have recovered, then there's no meaning in waiting any further. Plus, well, the boss has never exactly been good with taking place in matches per se, so it is a brawl that Hanayama is after. As Jack then began to smile again, we are then immediately brought to see Jack Hanma and Kaoru Hanayama facing off in the streets, preparing for a street fight. As Jack Hanma towered over Hanayama physically. Sorry, I know that this is sudden. No, I am grateful. I have been bored out of my mind. Once we start, we have about 5 minutes until the cops arrive to the location. As Hanayama then took his glasses off of his face and gave them to Kizaki to hold. It will be plenty. Even if I fatally wound you, they will be here to save you in 5 minutes. How convenient. Jack Hanma had planted his foot and lunged towards Kaoru Hanayama with no hesitation. However, Jack was not prepared for Hanayama's counter, which had come in the form of a punch that landed directly onto Jack's face, causing Jack Hanma's hat to be knocked off of his head and for his eyes to roll to the side of his head. It appears that Jack Hanma is extremely excited about being able to fight Hanayama, as Jack did not even want to have a conversation before the match. Jack had just immediately began trying to hurt Hanayama, but it appears Jack Hanma did not anticipate that Hanayama would have a good enough reaction time to counter Jack's attempt, and with only 5 minutes to battle, this fight should be extremely fast-paced, as Hanayama has already managed to land a hit on Jack, and these two will be going all out for this fight, as it is just like Jack stated, an ambulance can be on scene within 5 minutes, meaning that these two will not be pulling any punches or bites, and this is most likely going to be one of, if not the bloodiest fight of Baki Rahen, with Jack mentioning the ambulance practically confirming this in my opinion, and Hanayama does not dodge almost any attack that comes his way, and Hanayama can get away with this due to his phenomenal durability. But nonetheless, Hanayama still has his limits as he still bleeds blood. And also, Hanayama's weak point is in his stomach, which is where Hanayama's vital organs are, and this location can be exploited by Jack in a grappling situation, which Jack has been utilizing quite a bit recently. And if Jack attempts to target Hanayama's bones, then Hanayama will have an advantage that could allow him to land some good shots onto Jack, as Hanayama's bones are insanely strong. And though Jack's biting force is incredible, I do not think that Jack would be capable of breaking Hanayama's bones. At most, I believe that Jack could manage to crack one of Hanayama's bones, but not break one entirely. And one thing that Jack Hanma will have to be careful of is Hanayama's power, as Hanayama is physically extremely strong despite his short stature compared to Jack. Hanayama is physically a complete powerhouse, and from Jack's point of view, Jack is not aware of the extent of Hanayama's strength, while on the other hand, Hanayama is well aware who Jack Hanma is, which could give Hanayama a bit of an upper hand if Hanayama has done his research on Jack, which is likely in my opinion due to today's chapter stating that Hanayama has been sitting around waiting for Jack's recovery, meaning that he more likely than not has been thinking about different ways to fight Jack. But that is going to be all for today's video. Let me know in the comment section below, did you enjoy today's chapter? And if you enjoyed today's video and would like to support me, then you can leave a like and subscribe. It is completely free on your end and helps me out way more than you may think. And once again, if you would like to interact with me, my community, show off your art, drop some memes, talk in general, or maybe even self-promote, then you can join the Discord that can be found in the description box below. But that is going to be all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!